What's up, worldwide family? Welcome back to the channel. Jimmy Flippin' Deals back at it again. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I wanted to give y'all an update on the day. I tell you what, business has been healthy. I told you that in the last video. That has continued today. Right now, I'm just prepping, de-stickering, stuff like that for my little business that I do. For those that are just joining, that are new to the channel, I am a full-time reseller that sells on multiple platforms like eBay, Amazon, things of that nature. So, welcome. Like I say, right now I'm de-stickering, but business has been healthy for the day. Definitely not a get-rich thing, but definitely pay bills money. But I tell you what, I ran to Walmart right before close. So yeah, it's okay. Right before close to pick up another drawer kit, miniature dresser, whatever you want to call it. And I was about 10 minutes before close, and unfortunately, all the registers were already closed down as far as the ones that take tax exempt. And I had some tax exempt purchases with it, and I got frustrated, and I asked to speak to the lead so I could get checked out, and she came up and she told me, yeah, I know we're open, but the registers are closed. I said, well, fine, I'll leave a bad survey. And she kind of mumbled under her breath, well, I could care less. And I said, I do care less. And I walked on out the door. So a little frustrating, kind of a wasted trip. I left the food too. Funny thing on that, I was repurchasing some food that I had bought earlier. I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. I got some buffalo wings and I got some pizza about 3 or 4 days ago, and inadvertently, with everything, I left it in the trunk. I live in Texas, and we're not in summer yet, but we're definitely in full blown spring. 85 degrees, stuff like that. And over the last couple of days, I've wondered, what is that? I don't know what that is. Like, it's musty. It wasn't bad yet, but it was musty. Today I'm clearing out more stuff, and I find the buffalo wings and the pizza sitting in the trunk, and I went, I bet that's what that is. Luckily, it didn't get rough, but the plastic was holding it in. But if I would have left it much longer, it would have been atrocious. So I'm glad I could get that out. But anyway, I'm repurchasing that stuff tonight with all of the other stuff that I was buying, and I couldn't check out. So Walmart, if you hear this, you got to do better, bro. Like, you definitely got to do better. And in hindsight, for the amount of time and the amount of gas that I spent to get there, I let pettiness override the actual mathematical sense of the situation. I should have just done. I should have done the regular checkout. I should have paid the 8% tax because ultimately it would have been cheaper. Now, I devised this where my paper towel roll is holding y'all up, and now I need my paper towels for the Goo Gone. So I tell you what, I'll pause you. Hold on. Do I got you? Yeah, there we go. All right. I did tell y'all I was pretty high tech up in here. For y'all that have followed me through my car journeys of mail that works as my motion stabilizer, right now I have a paper towel roll holding y'all up. So, but either way, got frustrated, did not get the little dresser, and I've gotten 2 of those dressers now. And I call them dressers just for a lack of a better word, because, whatever. But at any rate, I need another one. I think this is the new way. With all of the money that I've actually spent on totes, I think for the most part, I'm not going to use them. I mean, and after a year and a half, it took a year and a half of using them to realize that most things are either going to go in a drawer or on a shelf, not in a tote, which I had first used quite a bit. I mean, I have totes all over the place. But nevertheless, I'm sure as things get bigger, there will be enough things to fill the totes that I have. But long story short, with the rollout of the new system, I will have all the totes that I need for quite some time. I mean, I believe I will get much, much bigger before I ever need to buy totes again, because I have plenty. Now, I have realized that, I have realized that the totes with jeans, if I turn them upright, it's the same filing system kind of deal, and I can turn those totes into drawers like I'd originally planned. But the little stuff is just has no place in the big totes anymore. It is too. It takes too long to get to it, even if I only fill them halfway full, which I've seen people that will just leave room in them. For one, efficiency, or space efficiency is vital, right? Because it's expensive. The more product you can get in the smaller amount of room, the more profitable per square foot you are. So there's definitely a delicate balance in that. So got to, I mean, that's good news that I have all the totes I'm going to need for a long time. Bad news that I'm not really going to be using a whole lot of them immediately, even though I'm actually just finishing up paying for a whole bunch of them. I put them on credit, so it was just a little at a time, and it's still a little at a time. I think I pay $30 a week or something on totes to knock them out. And it's not that I didn't have the cash, which I don't have to explain that to y'all, but why use your cash when somebody else will let you use theirs interest free, right? So that's where I was with it. Short of that, let's see, I'm working on the filing system, which is what it's becoming. Hold on, let me get a pair of scissors. Working on the filing system, ultimately working on just listing as much as is possible in the shortest amount of time. And that does bring me to, I hate to sound like a mad scientist, but I'm on the edge of a breakthrough that will revolutionize, in all seriousness, revolutionize the way I'm able to process inventory and the speed at which I'm able to do it. Right now, if I have, I deal a lot with things that have variance. I'm retail arbitrage. I buy new things for the most part. I do have used things. I've sold used things this week. Matter of fact, I had a really cool Nike dry fit shirt that left out this week, and it was only up on eBay for like 4 hours before it left. It was, not a lot of money, but I bought it at $5 and sold it at $25 in like 4 hours flat. So, I mean, that's an easy $11 profit on $5, And garage sales, I probably could have got it cheaper, but this was a thrift store find, so I was darn sure happy to see it go. I have gotten some more used shirts, or not used shirts, used shoes up onto eBay, which I'm happy about. Matter of fact, I did get one of the, and I'll be honest about this side of it, the thin to $10,000 challenge that I'm doing. Those things got way down into my death pile, and for those that aren't thrifters, that's a pile of uncatalogued merchandise that we inevitably seem to have, of uncatalogued junk that is awaiting the cataloging process. But either way, they kind of sifted down to the bottom of my death pile, so I did get one of them listed, and hopefully as time goes on, I'll get the other ones listed and we can move on with that challenge. That wasn't as organized or as fast-paced as I would like, but with even a smaller snowball effect, maybe over time, that thing will build up to some reasonable content. Bro, there we go. But like I said, on the edge of a breakthrough, because I am retail arbitrage, a lot of things are, almost everything has barcodes, right? And a lot of things have variants. So, in a nutshell, I will buy 100 things that may be really some bug. Anyway, a whole bunch of, what am I saying? 100 SKUs with like larges, mediums, extra larges, and I'll do a large, and I'll do a medium, and I'll do an extra large, and then in the next bag, I'm back to that same extra large I started, and so then I've got to go back into the listings that I've already created and adjust the counts across all the platforms, because I do cross post, but I do it manually rather than paying. Now, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'll evaluate at a later time frame. Just right now, I do it all on my own, right? So having to adjust all those counts on the different platforms and whatnot. So, long story short, I've devised a system, or utilizing an existing system, and I'm right on the edge of making it work. I've seen some videos, and I'm fixing to implement the process where I can sit at the car and scan each barcode, start with a tote number, scan each barcode into a tote, and then it'll sort as each successive tote that I empty out the car into, and then I end up with, say, there is this stupid little like mosquito hunter thing flying around here. It drives me crazy. That's what I get for leaving the door open and letting the dog free range, though. But anyways, I end up, say, with 20 totes coming out of the car, and then I hit enter, and it tells me you have 6 of these, and 4 of these, and 5 of these. Not only that, but then I'm able to search where they are. So it will allow me to input the listings more effectively, more efficiently, and it will get me a list before I ever get to destickering or packaging or whatever that is searchable, right? So that's decent, a lot of, even on eBay, a lot of my pictures are stock photos of the items, because I sell new things. There's no reason to take individual pictures. So having the barcode is enough to create the listings. So I may be able, I know I will save some steps on, like say, oh, there's another large, let me go back and fix that, and there's another medium, now let me go back, and no, now another large, and let me go back again, and it will get me on the platforms much quicker. So ultimately, speed equals dollars, right? So that's where I'm headed. That's going to help the velocity of everything, and I'll let you know how that works. Once I've got the process in place, I'll show you how that works. But if you're interested, y'all let me know. Y'all may not be interested. Short of that, guys, I do believe that is about it for the day. Why does that go right next to it? Okay. All right. So y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.